Okay. Your 5 seconds are about up. You are going to do this today. Multiply. Okay? Okay, your notes are up. Your pencil's in your hand, and you're trying to be quiet just so we can get going here. Okay, we're going to multiply. Last Friday we added, kind of subtracted, but just added positive and negative numbers. Today we multiply positive and negative numbers. Here's what you probably want to circle here. We're going to multiply two real numbers with like signs. Now when I say like signs, I mean positive times positive or negative times negative. So let me just do that over here. Okay, you will take this or this. When multiplying two signs that are the same, you will always get, now read what it says. Find the product. Oh, they used a word that some of you don't know. What does product mean? Answer to what? Okay, maybe you should say that to yourself. Whoops. Answer to what? Okay. So if you don't know what the product means, you don't know what to do. It just means the answer to multiplication. Find the product of the absolute values. Then it says the product, when you multiply, is going to be what? Positive. So what they're telling you is this will always be what? Positive. Okay? That is tricky. How come? Why is that tricky? How come that's tricky? Negative times negative is positive.
Should be negative, but it's not.
Yes, there it is. So you guys didn't hear this. Why is it tricky? Because last Friday I told you, watch this, start at 0. What's a negative? This one. Plus a negative. It's always a what? It's always a negative. But what's a negative times a negative? Positive. You really, really have to know what you're looking at. If you're looking at multiplication, negative times negative is a positive. And that's why it gets weird. Because sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. In this case, it's always going to be positive. So if you look at the 4 examples I gave you, which one is same signs? Second one, upper right. Okay, so what they're telling you is this. In your mind, you should be saying 5 times 7. The absolute value of this and this, 5 times 7. Okay, just do it in your head. And then the answer is going to be what?
35.
No. I'm sorry. The sign of the answer is going to be what? Positive. So yeah, it's positive what? 35. That's what they're telling you to do. Just multiply the absolute values, 5 times 7, and then make sure the sign is positive. Okay? All right. Step 2 says multiply two real numbers that have what? Unlike. Okay. Well, unlike would mean you have a positive times a what?
Negative.
Or a negative times a positive. Okay? And then it says, go ahead, find the product, find the answer to multiplication of their absolute values, then attach the minus sign or the negative sign. Just make it negative. So this will always be what? Negative. Right? Bingo. That's always negative. Okay? So if you look at now upper left, this one, in your mind, how are you thinking this? How are you going to attack this? 6 times 9. Good. When you say, I'm going to take 6 times 9, you said, I'm taking the absolute value of each number. I'm just taking 6. I'm going to multiply by 9. I'm going to get what? 54. That was easy. But then the sign will always be what?
Negative.
So it's negative 54. That's all it is. Okay? Don't make that hard. All it is 6 times 9. But because the signs are opposite, we get what? Negative. If the signs are the same, we get what?
Oh my God, positive.
That's it. That's it. Last one, number 3. Product of what?
0.
Which means, give me the answer to multiplication when you multiply by what? 0. 0 times any other real number is always what? 0. So, a quick example would be 7 times 0 is 0. You get 0 every time, right? Okay. All right. So if you look down here, I could do this. I could attack this problem and go, oh, those two are, that's 48 times negative 11 times 0.
It's all zero.
I could attack these two, and I did this last period. So I know the answer is negative 528 times 0. Oh, the answer is what? 0.
You're not gonna make a show work for this, Rob.
No, but what I was trying to point out was, do I have to?
No.
No. If you see 4 numbers multiplied, and one of them happens to be what? Then the answer is what? 0. Don't waste your time doing what I just did. Okay? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I what? I don't think so. Maybe.
No, that's fine.
Okay, this one right here, I just want you to do it, and I want to ask you what you did. So go ahead and do it. Get an answer. Oh, don't. You calculate. So if you've already done it with your calculator, you cheated.
What if you don't know the multiplication tables?
You were taught that in 3rd grade.
I don't remember it.
3rd grade.
Second.
2nd grade.
They teach it in second grade.
I don't know. I think 3rd grade's a big multiplication grade. Okay. Your first quiz probably will be non-calculator, just so you know. So if you guys are just punching numbers, you can.
That is way too complicated. I think it's negative 13 when you add them together.
Try it without your calculator. See if you get it. You can check it with your calculator.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, let's see if I can check.
I don't think.
10 seconds.
I know.
Yeah, it's 16 times 7. What's 16 times 7?
All right, here we go. Alex, what's the answer?
420.
He says positive, right?
Yeah.
Positive, 420. Okay, so that's Alex's answer. Okay, let's see if he's right. How did you attack?
Parentheses first.
Okay, so you went this?
Yeah, so positive 12 and then.
Okay, so he did this. He's regrouping in his head. He's going, I think this is what you're doing. That times that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you do with the 5 and the 7?
I actually took, so like the parentheses, so that would have been positive 12 because
Okay.
it's 2 negative.
Yep, yep.
And then I took it times 5, which is 60.
Okay,
And then
so slow down. So you've got that times 5, then he's going to do times 7 later. This and this make what?
60.
60.
And then 60 times 7 is 420.
And,
And it would be a positive.
and 60 times, yeah, positive is positive is positive. 60 times 7. Now, did you just know what was 420? Or did you actually work it out? Did you go 60 times 7? Did you do this?
No, I didn't have to. It's
You just-
7 times 0 is 0, and then 6 times 7 is 42.
Okay.
420.
So he knows that 7 times 6 is 42. He adds the 0 in and gets this, right? Right?
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Okay. Okay.
Alright.
I'm not sure if that's the way I would have done it.
I just sent it.
Is it right?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. This is 12, correct? That's right. But 5 times 12 is 16. No, I think it's right.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Somebody, did you type it in? No, but did you do it that way?
No.
No. Okay, so some people did it differently. How did you guys do it? That's a very nice way to do it because 60 times 7 is not too bad. Okay, what else? Who wants to say another one? Yes.
I did like the 5 times negative 3
Okay, now, just a quick question, guys. When you see four numbers, you can't just attack all four. It's two at a time. So you're getting negative, oh, give me a fill. Okay,
And then I did times whatever the.
negative four, and then times seven. Okay, so now what?
No, but I can put those two together. So that it's
Oh, you
negative
went
1.
these two.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And got what?
Negative 28.
Okay, you guys back there in the corner, listen please. So she's attacking the first two, she's attacking the second two, and she gets this. And see, when she did that, now she brought in numbers that you can't just do in your head really quick. So that's the only problem. What's a negative times a negative? Okay, so you're going to get a positive. And then this, you'd probably have to go back to your third, fourth grade year and do the old 28 times what? 15, right? Yeah. So 5 times 8, 40. 5 times 2, 10, plus 4, 14. When you jump to the 1, what do we do? Yeah, you got to put a 0. Because you're actually in the 10 spot, you have no 1s, so put no 1s. 1 times 8. 1 times 2. Okay, add down 0. Add down 12, carry the 1.
I can't even solve my own problem.
That's 420. You got it. The problem with
I mean, I didn't solve it through right, but I guess.
Did you
I
not
did.
get 420?
No,
What'd you get?
I'm not
Never
gonna.
mind. Okay. Okay. Here's the deal. I mean, I'm not gonna try to make these super hard for you on a quiz, but I do want to see you do it without a calculator. You guys, I'll let you use a calculator as the year goes. But in the beginning of the school year, you kind of have to prove I do know my multiplication, and addition, and subtraction rules. You just have to. Okay? Okay. I'm done with this. Now we're in the second half. Are you okay? Okay. This is no different. This just says multiply two fractions. And they basically, can you see from where you're sitting? A over B times C over D equals AC over BD. What did they do? Well, careful when you say combine. How did they multiply?
Cross multiply.
They crossed multiply. Did they? No.
It's A times C over B times.
Okay, so tell me, if you were explaining this to your little brother, A, B, C, D, you wouldn't say AC over BD. No, you wouldn't. You'd say,
AC.
take what times what?
A times C.
It's your little brother. You're going to say what? Take the top number times the top number. That's really all they're saying when you get AC. And then take the bottom times the bottom, right? Isn't that how you're going to tell your brother this? Try, make it simple. Don't go into that algebraic definition, but that's all it is. Okay, so 2/3 times 5, let's go 4s. Help me. 2 times 5 over what? 2 times 4. Good? Reduce. Yeah, 5, 6. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, multiplying fractions is not hard. It's just that people forget how to do it. So I will tell you, Algebra 2 students and pre-calculus students, they forget. And most of the time they only forget because it's just called practice. You just need practice. Okay, so go back and do the bottom. Would you do the bottom, maybe 2, top 2? Try them. See what you get. There's something I need to tell you. So let's just do number 1 and be done, and then I'll tell you. So did you do that? Yeah? Okay, are you done?
Yeah. No.
Are you done? I don't think you've reduced it. I think there's a number that goes into 33 and 48. You think it's 3? Well, 3 goes into 33 11 times. 3 goes into 48. So guys, the final answer is negative 11/16. Okay. Now, here's the deal. You did exactly what I told you to do, and you ran yourself right into a big mess. You had to reduce it. There's something that you can do to this problem before, just to avoid this mess.
You can simplify 3 and 6, right?
So you're telling me this and this?
Yeah.
Why?
So then, well, because they're cost multiples, right?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I
okay.
feel like that's something you can
Yeah,
do.
you are right though, because really what's happening, guys, is this. Oh, time out. I won't even do this. Watch this. Let's go look at this. You see this? That's just one big fraction. That times that over that times that. Alex is right.
What?
He says 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes in here what?
Twice.
Now, if you did that, what's negative 1 times 11? What's 8 times 2? We avoid that and we go right here. So guys, it is much easier to do what first?
Simplify.
Cancel it or simplify. Yep. Cancel it first if you can. So now, here's the problem with this next one.
Over 1.
Yeah, it doesn't look, whoa, you didn't do that. It doesn't quite look like a fraction until you do what?
Put it all in.
Put it over 1. So if you put a number, an integer over 1, that's still a fraction times a fraction. What cancels? 3 goes into 3. 3 goes here. Look how easy that is. This problem is negative 1 times negative 4, which makes over 1 times 1.
Over 1 is 4.
It's just 4.
Just say 4. If you did that, if you said over 1, would I count wrong?
No.
No, but it's just wasting your time. Okay, keep going. Dallas, does anything cancel? Yeah, this one. Okay, 5 and 10. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so Dallas says knock out the 5, put a 1. Knock out the 10, put a 2.
and 6 and 18, 3 and 1,
Okay, so 6 goes into
18 3 times.
6 goes into 6 once. 6 goes here 3 times. Remember, it's a negative times a positive. The answer is what? Negative, for sure. 1 times 1.
1.
2, 3 times 2.
6.
6. Bingo, done. Right?
I don't want to do the next one.
Guys, because you, listen, because you cancel here, you never have to reduce in the end. If you reduce in the beginning, you never have to reduce in the end, and it's much easier to reduce right away. Okay? This next one, bad, only bad because we got a bunch of what? We've got mixed. Let's go back to what? Improper. Okay, this one will be negative. Lane, what do you think this is? Negative what? Did you change it to improper? No? Emily, did you change this to improper?
44 5. That was my bad.
Negative 18 over 3. Is that what you have? Okay. Everybody watch. This number is negative, so I put a negative. Okay, once you say that, don't look. What's this times this? 9. And then what do you do with the 2? You add the 2. So it's 9 plus the 2 is 11 over what? 11 over 3. Okay. this one, Mia, this one's negative, I see that. What's the improper mean? Oh, it's a negative. What's the improper mean? 5 times 2 is 10.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. Which is what? 12 fifths. There you go, guys. That's your startup. Get it to be improper. Now just do what we just did. Multiply straight across, but cancel first if you can. What? Okay, 3 goes here once. 3 goes here 4 times, right? Anything else?
No.
Okay. So it's negative 11 times negative 4. 44. Over 5. Okay. Now, do I even have to worry about reducing? No, because you already did it. Okay. Here's the bad way to do it. The bad way is this way. What's negative 11 times negative 12?
1,980.
Well, not quite that much. Negative 132. What's 3 times 5? 15. See, then some students will go this direction, they'll do this, then they'll try to reduce it to that, and that's not easy. It's much easier to reduce in the beginning and just get your answer.
Were you even recording this time?
This is being recorded.
Oh,
Black dot.
never
Or
mind.
black
Don't listen to me.
black square.
Oh,
It's good.
That's a circle.
Yeah, that's a circle.
We're good?
Okay, are we done now?
Inside the circle, I see a square.
I don't, I see a circle.
Oh my
I
God,
see a
just
circle
stop.
too.
You guys need to go to the doctor.
No. I mean,
Alright.
we do both. have-
Okay, you guys, this is not, I do not have,
I might be wrong.
I do not have a worksheet for you. So just do this, 25 to 38. And there's your assignment.